Alright guys, sorry if this looks weird or not, but I broke the reverse phone option camera thing on my phone. I'm in the process of getting a new one, but figured I'd try a little something different than my normal trapping YouTube videos, and I'm going to flip you guys around here. I'm going to show you. We're going to try to maybe see if we can carve a fish today. But yeah. So, here's my selection of wood down here, and the garage is trashed. I'm long overdue for cleaning it. But, yeah, got a little bit of crab apple here. It's got a really nice wood grain to it. Usually been saving those for bases. Nice dark chunk of walnut there. My thing is, it's got some bore holes from some sort of emerald ash borer or something like that. Little chunk of mahogany. Some red, two-tone red cedar here. That looks really good once I finally get it stained. That stuff's pretty quick and easy to work with. Cut's nice. I even like this right here. This is a piece of walnut that still has a little bit of live edge on it, and that's what I think I use something like that to do this fish here. I still got to make a base for this guy, but I don't like playing with the epoxy. I'm 50-50 on whether it works or not, so I don't have that pressure pop for it. As you can see, I got some Christmas ornament size ones. It's just my kind of scrap box. Use deer antlers for pins and landscaping occasionally. So, but never have enough scrap laying around. So, yeah, I just got to figure out what fish I'm going to do here, and then go from there. Probably bluegill and crappie I can knock out pretty quick. So, sorry about that. But yeah, so I might try to work on maybe getting a bluegill or crappie. I know bluegill, crappie, walleye, and then even that catfish I did, the flathead I did for Trapper J. They're a little bit tougher, the catfish. They're a little more three-dimensional. Even though all my fish are three-dimensional, but most, like your bluegill and crappie, are all flat. So it's almost like a two-dimensional deal. So they're a little easier to do. You don't have to worry about bellies on them. So, but I'm gonna go ahead and get some wood started, get a block cut out, and then I'll get back with you guys here and show you what we got, and then slowly start building. Now I think we're going to do a Christmas ornament sized one. Maybe just a little bit bigger than that. So, pretty much, start with just this block I had in my scrap pile here. And come up here, grab me a pencil. I got a good one here. Yep, I got a pencil. We just sit here, and we figure out where we want it at. Again, my shop should be a little better organized, but I like to find center kinda on the board. Might not show, but draw a straight line through it. That gives you something to work with. And then from there you figure out what kind of fish you're gonna do. And normally I have my phone with me. Try to figure a rough shape, but now remember, when you're doing your rough sketch, I know I tend to get a little bit too much into it, but it doesn't really have to be perfect, because this is just going to be a rough cut. I'm going to go back over this with some Sharpie so you guys might be able to see it. Okay, so this is a quick rough draft of that deal. This one's going to probably end up being a crappie. I just ran it straight through here, and I can always round them off. It just makes it a little bit easier getting the cuts in, relief cuts and such. So those extra lines there, that'd be deals where I run the bandsaw through. Hopefully you guys stay standing there while I bandsaw starts bouncing around. So for some of these little bit tighter cuts, I'll break out the scroll saw there. Okay, so there it is. Now the next thing we want to work on is what action we want the fish to do. If we want them to swim like a style of swimming. So that's where you come in this way. And I'll come in here. And I'll say I want them to be swimming to the right. So there's that. That's your center line. Now when you run your center line, you want to make enough room which I don't know if I did it on this one, but you want it, if you can, try to make room for those pectoral fins here. Being as this one's a Christmas ornament, I'll probably just leave that one tight to the body. If this was a pedestal one or just a standalone, I'd probably take one of these extra blocks that I have here, and I'd carve a fin out of that and just pin it in. And I still might do that. But for right now, that gets us where we roughly want to be at. And we get this cut out. And once we get that cut out there, then we start grinding on it, and that's where the time comes in. But we've already got a fish shape, so now we're just adding the motion. So turn you guys around a little bit more. So if you're interested, watch this. I don't even know if it's turning out because I can't see it. So this is usually when I burn up these blades because the varying size of the boards. Now just shut the machine off. Okay, so we got the rough action of our fish. From here, it's just figuring out where you want your fins at. And I gotta kind of look at them, but be something like that. Want them even. I might have taken too. Yeah, I think I took too much off this backside, so sometimes it's easier just repinning them. And that's, never know, you gotta be flexible with these things. So I'm gonna cut this fin off. Yeah, it just seemed a little too far forward, so yep, we're cutting it off. See, you end up just cutting the fins off. With this walnut, you want to try to get as much as you can cut off because it's tedious and kind of a pain in the butt to work on carving. So, you guys obviously know I'm an amputee. So what the benefits of being an amputee? My wheelie chair works pretty nice. So that's my workstation, and then I put my Dremel on a little pendulum here. And this is just kind of, I sit here until it's done. With the fan on me, blowing the dust off of me. So, well, I'll set you guys up. I don't know how much you'll be able to see, but I'll try to zoom out. And don't mind the messy garage because it's trash. I'm still trying to recover from all this crap. So we got 120 grit there. We really don't want that. We want some 60 grit. I don't know if I got any. I had a bad batch and they just kept popping on me. big ones there. I was just up at the hardware store today. If I'd have known I needed more of these, I would probably bought some. It's been a little bit. Been concentrating on work and getting some house chores done that I've been neglecting. So, alright, pardon the noise. Alright, quick deal here. Normally, I'll start right here, establishing the back of my fish, like the basic outline. So I'll work on grinding the fins down where they need to be at, and then I'll start with the body, because once I get the fins down, and that's what the center mark line is, I'll end up putting another one on the bottom that tells me how thick. Once I get the fins set, that tells me how to taper it all back into the body. So, I mean, that's how I do it. I know there's some guys out there that just do the rough body and then they pin the fins on. And then they do each fin individually. Why? You got the wood, just do it while you got it. So, I'll get started and show you guys step by step here as I get closer and closer. Well, you guys get the basic idea there. I'm gonna have to go get some bigger grinding discs. But yeah, so I do those until I meet that center line on both. And then once I get those set, that I do obviously the other side. But you'll kind of get the idea of the grain pattern. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to go get some bigger ones than those little guys I was using. I mean, yeah, you can see the difference in the size, and that's just I could move a lot more wood with these. Like I said, the last batch I bought were bad, and they just kept blowing up at the seams. Maybe it's something I'm doing wrong, but I doubt it. I don't know. I don't see how you could mess those up myself, but yeah. Looks like I find some here, but I'm pretty sure I'm out. Yeah. My Dremel stuff doesn't really leave this area, so it should be right here. No. But alright, well, I'm going to keep working on this, and I'll touch base with you guys here after I get some more of those sanding bits, which means I'm running to the hardware store again. So, alright, see you in a few minutes.